January 6th, 1923, London. 5 adventurers gather, drawn together by an insidious plot designed by a dread hand. Drawn together to embark on a journey from the River Thames to the shores of the Bosphorus. Traveling through Europe on a coal-powered palace, they'll combat terrors ancient and new. They'll see the wounds of the World War just recently ended, and the rumblings of another yet to come. They'll experience opulence rarely seen, and terrors unimaginable. Join us now for the horror on the Orient Express.
Welcome to the latest episodes of Morons of Madness. Do horror on the Orient Express. Okay, so morning of January.
We are on Wednesday the 10th.
January 10th. Annie excuses herself to go back upstairs. And Heinrich, Vernon, what are you doing this morning?
Before I start talking, so Annie is not going to be joining us to the library?
No.
Because then our cover won't be blown.
No.
Because you're sure. So, Annie's left. I take it we need to stop by a market place first. I need to get another book, just in case, now that you've spoiled the secret.
Yeah, I'm not good at secrets.
I shall grab another book, hopefully a language the girl doesn't know. And we also must send a telegram this morning to the other two.
Okay. Let's set it for an hour after we get to the library. Let's get to the library, have an hour to prep,
Perfect.
and then have them show up.
Yes. Sounds like a good idea. Vernon walks up to the front desk to send out the telegram for... I would assume it's currently 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, something like
We'll
that.
say 8 o'clock.
8 in the morning. So if shops don't probably open till 10. So we have enough time to
Get
you
there.
know,
Yeah.
breakfast, get there, and we'll say we'll go for the library around, we'll say noon. We'll get there at 11.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So Vernon
So
sends out a
sorry.
telegram to their hotel
Okay.
for meeting at the Bibliothèque Nationale at noon.
Okay, so you guys just have breakfast and then dick around until
Yeah.
time to go get that book.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you two doing?
Not too meta, but I also would be heading to the bibliothèque to get there around 11:01. I really want the book he's got. And I want there to be, I'm gung-ho to just be ready to receive that. 2,
Roll an intelligence. Both, actually, you and Vernon, please both roll an intelligence. Seeing as how you seem to be the...
dead on. 90 of 90.
Because I burned through so much luck next session, I'm not going to use any.
Okay. So, Vernon, you don't realize this, but Charles, you realize that the library opens at 9.
So I could go there sooner.
You could go there as soon as...
So Charles, what are our plans today?
Well, I know that we're meeting them at the library. I don't recall them saying which library, so I guess we're kind of stuck waiting for that telegraph to get here.
Well, why don't we just go to one of them and we'll see if they meet us there, and
Sure. I mean, that's better than sitting around.
yeah, and we could start the research if they take their sweet time to get there. We can do our research early.
That sounds great.
Fantastic.
You really seem to like your research.
So you guys head to the Bibliothèque Nationale?
Well, they head to one
Yeah.
of the 3. They don't know which one
Yeah.
they're going to.
Yeah, which one are you guys going to?
Should they roll
Which
a luck
is
for
the
the 3?
largest.
Yeah.
The Nationale.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
Then that's where we're going.
Yeah.
You walk up to the front desk, and you see a very prim and proper French lady sitting at the front of the...
Pardonnez-moi, mademoiselle.
Parlez-vous en français?
In English.
She speaks to you in English. She says, how can I help you, sir?
Have you happened to see 2 gentlemen come in. One of them, an older Englishman, and not quite so old, middle-aged German.
We've had several people of different national origins.
Well, they were definitely together.
I have not seen a pair like that, no.
All right. Would you be able to direct me to your religious and occult section?
I'm sorry, if you'd like to do research here, unfortunately you need some sort of permission from either someone in our organization, or you can start an application to do research here.
How long is the application approval process?
Depending on your credentials, anywhere from a couple days to several weeks.
Well, it just so happens that that we're passing through. We were wondering if we could just easily, there's a couple books that we'd like to take a look at. Is it just a possibility?
I'm sorry, that's library policy.
Can I roll a persuade?
So, no. I mean, you could.
You're gonna have to ace it,
You're
man.
just, unless you crit success, you're not gonna hit it.
I have a 38 to my 59.
She hands you the forms and says, if you fill out here, here, and here, and get authorization from your embassy or a place of educational authority.
I put my hand on hers, and I say, "But this is it's just for today. We just really need to."
Sir, I understand, but unfortunately, if you don't fill out this form...
I'm gonna roll a charm. Creeper look out. I rolled a 99.
Oh, super creepy.
She, you see her put her hand up and wave, and a gentleman in uniform comes over with a nightstick.
I grab a pen from the counter and I force it into your hand. I say, just go sit on that bench and start filling out the form.
Sounds great.
Great. I take out my credentials.
Roll a credit rating.
Wouldn't you have seen the Osberg ring?
That's not.
She's a librarian.
Yeah, my credit rating's not great, but this is my real me's police credentials, along with my passport.
Okay.
And I'm glad that the man with the nightstick has come over.
Yes. Sir, I understand that you might be in some sort of predicament, but unfortunately, we have books that are older than most buildings in your country. So, we can't just let anyone walk in and look at them.
All right.
Please have your friend fill out the form, and if you really do need proper authorization, then by all means send in your application with such.
All right. Well, we're doing our best to fill that out. Is there a way that somebody here could possibly contact an Inspector Fleming of Scotland Yard? I'm working alongside him in an investigation.
If you put the contact information down on the form, we'll reach out.
Well, this is a very time-sensitive matter.
I understand, sir, but unfortunately, this is the way it goes.
I don't actually think you understand what time-sensitive means.
Sir, if it's time sensitive, then a 300-year-old book is probably not going to speed things up all that much. If it's a murder, evidence probably isn't in our books, unless you can speak to the Constable of Paris and somehow prove to me that I am wrong.
Sure. The issue is it deals with people who believe the occult to be real, and their motives are being informed by
Roll
other
psychology.
I'm just waiting for the police to be called.
How did I roll in the 90s 3 times in a row? This die
Same.
is cursed. This die is literally cursed.
Okay, so you're completely oblivious to the fact that this woman is ruled by bureaucracy. Red tape is her coverall. Like that is she is just, she loves the order of her library. And you've brought up occult stuff to try and convince her.
Yeah.
Any credibility that you had, she's going to personally wait for your thing and make sure that it gets lost. You don't realize this because you failed, but know that your mission slip is not destined for good things.
Sure. Now, I'm gonna need to speak with either like a supervisor.
The Constable of Paris.
Yeah, she said.
Excuse me, Pierre. Can you escort this man away, please? And Pierre gives a grunt. You're a big man. Pierre is bigger. It's almost like the bureaucracy and the love of information here is so desperate to keep it safe that they hired probably one of the largest men in Paris to act as a guard. And so Pierre just kind of grabs you and he says, Monsieur, please leave.
I bring up the paperwork and hand it in.
She says, thank you. We'll contact you when you're ready.
Absolutely, thank you so much.
And you just see it slide over here, and then out of sight you just hear some paper hitting a bin.
Ma'am, I think you dropped it.
Oh no, it's in the processing batch. We'll get to it today.
I think you...
Roll psychology.
Nope.
Yeah. You believe her.
Sounds great.
Pierre starts leading you out.
Well, we know where they're staying. Maybe we can go towards their hotel and see if we can.
Or you could go back to your
until
hotel
they-
and wait for the
until they ride
telegram.
past us in a cab.
Or you can go back to your hotel and wait for the telegram that you never waited for.
Okay, I'll give you your immediate options right now. There's a cafe. There's a guy doing the fun park face pictures. The ones where
Caricatures?
caricatures.
Let's go check out another library.
Sounds great.
By the way, just so you guys know that the library doesn't allow you to take any of the books out. You have to read them in there, and all books are retrieved by ticket. So you have to ask for the book.
Are you ready, Charles?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna head a few blocks north of here. We can go to
Sounds
Bibliothèque
great.
Thiers.
Okay. So Heinrich, Vernon, you're walking through the marketplace.
Spot hidden for book.
Sure.
I'm gonna help. Because I know what we're searching for, so.
I don't get it.
I get it.
I can't bring the luck.
I get it.
Would you like to burn a memory?
How important is this?
I
book?
don't think this.
I get it.
That in.
Oh, you get it?
I get it. Yeah.
Okay. You find several booksellers. A lot of them are antique books.
Oh yeah.
Vernon,
we're here.
over here looks
Yeah.
like there's some older
I was like,
style
are we gonna
books.
pass?
Oh, grand.
We're not.
Do you have any other languages other than?
I only have Latin.
Okay. You notice several Latin books.
Is there any Latin
There's no
books
stain.
looking as worn and damaged and as
We
thick
literally
of a
passed,
book as?
over the-
Yeah,
Like
there are
that,
several
No,
books like
we
that.
went
Yeah.
so much earlier.
Okay.
We left to get there at
Cost-wise.
11.
Do you go up and start a conversation with Amanda Hagel?
Yes.
Would you like to buy un livre? A book.
Oh, yes, a book. Book would be grand.
Oui. Which book?
I'm looking for something in Latin.
Oh, we have we have Marcus Aurelius.
So the books that he's pointing out are visually what I'm looking for. They're visually.
A few of them are. There's a couple that are pretty well worn and old leather binding that could pass.
Okay, I want to go for the first one. I want to go for the most convincing.
Okay, so there's a really good convincing book, and it looks. Oh, that one was in the collection of a famous Jacobin
Would I be able to?
It was a personal collection of Robespierre.
Would I be able to use my Latin in order to actually see if there's anything that would make it significant to a specific person? See if he's
Sure.
BSing me or not?
Sure. Go ahead.
And I get a 5.
Okay. You see on the front page some Latin phrase from Cato, handwritten in there, and then you just see Jacques Robespierre, so JRP initial next to it. So it looks pretty legit.
Is it in ink?
Yes.
Okay, so that one's not going to be any good. Because a detail like that would kind of throw it off to...
I mean, it's Latin.
If it's specifically to something or something that looks like initials, he might be able to pick up on that. So that's what I'm thinking.
Fair.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I get what you mean by that.
So I look at the next most convincing book.
That one is unmarked. Force my hand. Yes, it's unmarked.
Okay, thank you. And this one?
Oh, it's this book. This book I found in the back of a library one day. It is 400 francs.
400 francs. How about 300?
Sir, I would not sell this to my own mother for 300.
Not to your own mother.
No, and she is a sweet lady.
She's probably a saint.
This is true.
350. I mean, that's the most I can do.
I could not part with it for less than 375.
375 is perfectly fine. I don't.
You get old Latin book on.
Are we able to have the book sent to my hotel room?
We might as well just bring it with us. Give him that book.
Well, you have the Russian one on you.
Yeah. So.
I want to have that one sent to the hotel room.
Well, why not just give him that book?
No, because your first attempt can be the Russian one, and then if he feels that you betrayed him, we have that as a backup.
Okay.
And this one he won't know. And he doesn't know about the backup.
For another 75 francs. I will personally run this to your hotel. I swear upon my mother.
Would we be able to contact a courier service from the hotel?
Monsieur, I said I'd personally do it. A courier service would just gouge you. You probably could, yes, find the carrier. It would take you a bit more time, but yes, you probably could do reasonably for like 30, maybe 25 francs.
Let's just bring it
no,
because if it fails,
40.
then we have the book on us. Because if we don't know how he's going to react if he doesn't believe me that that's the right book, which I don't understand why he wouldn't believe me that it's the right book in the first place.
I need all 4 of you to roll a luck.
Shoot.
Nope.
I'm never going to get left anywhere.
16. It was that die. This die's going in the container of cursed.
I didn't get it.
4.
I was close, but I
You
didn't
got a
get
4?
Yes.
Did you make it?
Yes. I have a 12 and I made a 4.
That is actually a very legitimate question.
Okay. I need both Charles and Vernon to roll a spot hidden.
Yes.
No.
Okay. You two don't notice anything. Vernon, you notice in the far back of this crowd 4 well-dressed Middle Eastern men, probably taking just a smidge too much interest in your pamphlet.
So,
They all look slightly different.
You gonna tell me?
I'm not going to tell him.
Yep.
Not right now.
Okay.
Ignorance is bliss.
I'm going to pay for the courier service so you don't have to, because that's where I want it sent.
Okay. Well, hopefully they follow the book. Hopefully they follow. Oh my God.
They steal the book.
They steal the book.
That's...
All right, what are you two doing?
Okay, so then off to the
I
Bibliothèque
mean, yeah,
Nationale.
we're just gonna go to the Bibliothèque Nationale.
Okay, you see the same prim and proper librarian. Well, you see a prim and proper librarian. She's
This is a few
like
hours
Pierre.
after, so-
Pierre is leaning on like the desk, talking to her, just like shaking his head as she's just like going on, like, I can't believe they tried to like charm me. Parlez-vous en français?
Deutsch?
Rick.
Da.
In German, I say we have a What was she asking for? It was
You don't know about the credentials.
I don't know about the credentials. Yes. In German. My friend here and I wish to enter the Bibliothèque Nationale.
In German, absolutely. Please fill out this form, and we will get your application through as soon as we can to get access to the stacks.
Could I ask what the form is for?
We need to make sure that you have the proper credentials to be going to our library. Our collection is quite old.
Okay.
And
In English, I'm going to tell Vernon that looks like we need credentials to get through the door.
Oh,
Well, otherwise, we got to fill this out.
perfect. I actually do have those already. When me and Annie, my daughter, went to university.
oh, you already have credentials. Your name, sir?
Yes, it's Vernon Withercorn.
Let me look at our files. And she walks backward. She walks, turns around, walks away. Digs through some stuff. Says, oui. Turns around, says, you're all set to start your research. If you go to the left, you can see our students and other librarians. You can request information from them and they will retrieve the books for you.
Perfect.
You can also hire a student to help you do research if you'd like to do so.
Because we don't have any. So,
Well, no, but I mean, we have enough library use where we can talk to a student to find out where we need to be.
well,
So-
we can just ask, I'm sure the librarians would know more. So,
She says, you can hire a research assistant to help you dig through or to help you refine your search.
At this point, do you happen to have a log of the books that you carry, or the subjects that you carry?
She looks around at the massive size of the library. This is, by the way, a picture of the library. And she goes,
From this section to this section, you can find this type of book.
you don't go back into the stacks.
Yeah, we have to get people to go.
Yeah, you inquire to the people,
Okay.
and they go find it for you. And
Okay.
In Deutsch, I'm going to say we would like an assistant.
Sure. So she points you to a tall, dark-haired student who seems quite confident, and she says, "That man over there, his name is Remy. If you speak to him, you can discuss a fee, and he will assist you in your research."
Does he in German again? Does he speak German? Does he speak English?
He speaks English and
Okay.
French.
Like that. Okay, fine. Yes, perfectly fine. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna go walk over to Remy.
Yep. So you lean over, and
So, yeah, we'll walk up to
he's
Remy.
talking to a pretty girl on the other side of the stacks, and
Pardon us.
Oh, what?
We are doing some research. If you could help us.
Wait. Of course, I will be more than happy to help you. I do require a fee.
Yes. What is your fee?
Well, I require a certain amount per day. I mean, what would you be willing to pay me?
I rolled 35 on my psychology to find out if is he trying to be like
He's trying to get the most money out of you that he
most
possibly
money out of me?
can.
Okay, cool.
But he says, I will not work for less than 20 francs a day. I am a student. I have debt to pay, so anything above 50 would be preferable.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him.
We only need him for like the day.
Well, we might need him a little bit longer. Yes. We can, of course. We will. I will be glad to pay you 25 francs a day with tips.
25 a day with tips.
Isn't that what he said? 20 a day.
He will not work for less than
That's
20 a day.
yeah.
He will not work well for less than 50.
Oh, work well for less than 50. Got you. Okay, I thought that's.
He's being very upfront
Yeah.
with you.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like being like sketchy.
No, he's
upfront.
being very upfront.
Oh well, I'll just pay him the 50 that he wants per day. But I expect. I'm gonna tell him that I expect your best out of you.
Oui.
Do you specialize at all in Egyptian or Turkish culture?
Well, I specialize in research. I know this library like the back of my hand. There is not a book here that I don't know.
So, Vernon takes out the symbols he
No.
wrote down
Okay.
from before, shows them to him,
Which symbols from before?
the train ones and the Turkish ones. I assume they're partially connected at least.
The symbols from the train.
I have both the symbols from the train and the symbols from the flesh.
The body, the.
Oh,
yeah.
That's why we're here. in the first
Well,
place.
no, we're here in the first.
Well, that's
place
why
'cause
we
it's
got the
Simulacrum.
credentials in the first place.
Yeah.
Was because we went to talk to Professor Schmitty.
He's like, well, I can bring you reference guides to both ancient Egyptian, Middle Egyptian, or we can look into occult books of Egyptian.
I would say the occult books would be better.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
we're looking for something about the flesh. A being or a deity.
The skinless one.
The skinless
Yeah, the
one.
skinless one.
Okay.
Who specifically takes skin from
Okay.
humans.
Both of you roll spot hidden.
Then we're not talking that loud. We're like whispering to
No.
the library.
I get it.
Yes, I get it.
You guys are checking your skills, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of you see four well-dressed Middle Eastern businessmen walk up to the desk and get a form and start filling it out.
While he's talking, I'm not going to interrupt. I'm going to just a mental note. Middle Eastern men.
Okay.
'Cause I don't know that those are the men from before. Nobody told me.
Okay. Both of you roll your library use.
I
Success.
do not make that.
I make it.
What are you looking for, Jacob? Sorry. What are you looking for, Heinrich? The same thing as him, or different things?
I'll be looking for the simulacrum.
Okay.
Any wordage on it?
Secular simulacrum.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to either roll occult or luck.
Get that occult.
Yeah. Because it's better than my luck right now.
Better than mine too.
Oh, I don't think that did it. Nope, that didn't do it. No success.
Yep. Neither.
In between, while he's running the aisles looking for our stuff, I'm going to mention to Vernon that I see Arab men
Okay.
stalking us. Vernon, do you see those gentlemen standing by the entrance?
Yes, I saw them before in the marketplace. I saw them, and they were looking at us, but I just assumed.
How long have they been following us? I mean, the marketplace.
I mean, the marketplace. The one we went to this
Yeah.
morning? That's about it.
This isn't normal. Why?
This is a popular library.
I mean, yes, it is a popular
Then
library,
they are
but
well
the
dressed,
marketplace-
so they could be anybody
But they were,
at the marketplace.
when they were standing there, were they like dead eyes looking on us, or?
No, they were. Yeah.
Yeah, dead.
Four of them were just like staring dead. No,
Yeah,
they're just
no.
like occasionally glancing over,
Yeah.
more than you would normally.
Yeah.
But so Remy comes back and he hands. He says, "There's no references that I can find for the skinless one. There is a couple more things I could look for. If you want me to follow through on that." And he looks to you and he looks to Heinrich and he says, there was a book that I was going to bring you, but unfortunately it was pulled by those fellows over there.
And when he points, is it
He
the...
points to the Arab men.
Oh, wow.
They just got here though.
Yeah, and
They probably have credentials.
And you see a blonde woman hand them a book, and one of them looks over to you, and he just kind of holds the book up and smiles, a very evil smile, and they all turn their backs to you and start poring over the book. And that's where we're going to leave it tonight.